Marianne and I recently spent a few days in Fernandina Beach, Florida. And after filming my other video, I thought I'd simply take you along for a relaxed morning walk. No deep retirement topic today, just a charming little town, some interesting places we'll see along the way. Come walk with me. Florida's first Atlantic to Gulf Railroad. So 1853, January 8th. Okay, so that tells you what this place is. This is a train depot, the old train depot. They made it into the visitor center. But we were right across from where we just started over there. That's the kind of the bay side of the ocean. And this is called Center Street. So that's Front Street, and this is Center Street. Let's take a walk down here. One of the reasons I'm filming now is because later it gets really, really busy. People like to come down in the evening and stroll through this area, and it's just bumper to bumper. And I don't want to film people, so I want to get started early. So this goes way back to 1777, and I think the British took over the island, made it a base during the American Revolution. Okay, I'm going to switch over the road here. This is ideal, getting up so early to film here. I've got some shots we took last night. We came down and had a wonderful dinner, and the buildings look like they're the original buildings, and all the houses we'll get to later, but the houses around here are still intact. I mean, very, very historic. This is the place we're coming up on, Palace Saloon, and it says it's the first bar in Florida. What a distinction, huh? First bar. So I bet it was a wild place back in the day. I filmed a little bit of this yesterday, but Florida's oldest bar. I'll play that clip right now. So it's closed right now, being Saturday morning, bright and early. So I'm glad I got a clip yesterday. There, even the side streets have really nice little restaurants there. They have courtyards with mossy trees overhanging, very private. And you can kind of see, we're walking almost down Center Street here. We are. How about that? We get to walk down the Center Street. Well, look at the handsome buildings they've got, the architecture. You know, that's something. And I just think we like to visit places like this and go out for a nice dinner, walk down Center Street or Main Street, and get us a ice cream cone and people watch. It's really, really nice for people watching. A lot of the stores also are very unique. It's not just all souvenirs from China. This one over here says they buy and sell shark's teeth. They have these little seating areas, and people gather here. So in the evenings, people just come out here and sit down. Looks like a coffee shop here. I've already had a cup of coffee this morning, but who knows, maybe a second cup. Continue down the street here. Little park here, have entertainers and singers. Quite a few of the restaurants were outdoors, and they had singers and music.
There you go, Tom Penny.
It's kind of interesting, even though I didn't want to be part of that. I didn't want to be eating, and music kind of drives me crazy there. Good morning, how are you? Nice day, isn't it?
Yes, it is beautiful. Thank God.
Yes. Look at that tree over there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, what street is this? 2nd or 3rd Street? And our hotel is right down there. You can actually see the corner of that big building down there. And I'm going to continue while I can, walking down the middle of the street. Absolutely. There's a group together. A lot of family groups down here. Good morning. Friendly people here, but I guess people on vacation are kind of friendly anyway, right? So looking back, we came a pretty good ways already. You can see. It's really a great place to walk. And I love to walk. So getting out, take all the sights in, historic buildings in, and later going to a little small place for lunch or something is wonderful. Of course, you got your jewelry shops here. Why is it every place you go on vacation? Why is that they have diamonds and jewelry for sale? Well, I guess right there, that's pretty nice though. That seahorse, and get Marianne that. Maybe that she'd love that. What is that sand dollar there? I might get that. Okay, what is this? This is the U.S. Post Office, and it's a custom house. So it's dedicated in 1912. Okay, look at all those balconies up there. That's neat. All right. What's I call that? A French balcony where you really can't walk out, but you can open the doors, double doors, and that's now a U.S. Post Office. I believe this over here is a courthouse. Courthouse. It looks like a historic one there. But anyway, let's turn around back here. I want to take you down one of these side streets here. We could go down any street, really, and you will see all the bungalows and small houses. I just love those. I remember starting a new job, and you couldn't take a vacation for a whole year. You know, you had to wait for a whole year to take a vacation. And that was it for another 12 months, you know. But then it went to 2 weeks vacation, right? And we never was able to take our sick leave. We had sick leave. I was never sick. So, you know.
Well, enjoy your day. Okay.
So I'll walk down here. So you would plan so much for the vacation, right? When you were working, and you wanted to get the most you could out of it. You know, you wanted to go on a big vacation, something you would really remember. I'm so glad we did. But that was what it was all about. And then when you got on vacation, you kind of wanted to do as much as you could, right? You wanted to cram it all in. Remember that? And when you got back to work, you were so tired. You were so tired. And nobody did your work. When you're on vacation, nobody stepped forward and do your work. Mediterranean restaurant. My buddy Pete would love to go there, I'm sure. I wish he was here. Pete and Brenda, we would go there. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, palm trees. Sun's coming up. At least I don't have it right in my face to start with. We had lunch here. This was yesterday. This is a really nice place. Timothy's. It's a seafood shack, so this is the name of it. Timothy's Seafood Shack. And you go in there and you buy it. I had I'll show you a picture of orchard po' boy. It was wonderful. We sat right here. It is open starting for lunch and then till 8 o'clock at night there, but highly recommend it. Timothy's Seafood Shack. I would, if you're coming here, definitely go by there. Stop by here. And just to show you some of the little nooks and crannies, look at this is what we're talking about. These places like this. Look at the gardens and little courtyard thing, and absolutely nice. And you got all the tables there. And this is out. You get to eat outside. We did it night before last and the last night actually, and it was like 72 degrees. So that's absolutely perfect. So let's just go get out one street over, 2 streets over. Let's look at some of the neighborhoods around here real fast. You could walk on down there. It's got a bunch of older homes down there, it looks like. I walked by here yesterday. Let me show you this. I don't know what this is. It looks like, what is this mysterious place? It's got a fence around it, and it's like it's overgrown there. And I'll walk down there, and you can see the same thing I see, maybe. It looks like a haunted house, actually, from here. It does. Look at that. A big old mansion-looking thing. Mysterious, very mysterious. You can't see the size of it yet, but heading on down here. It's kind of overgrown, and it's not typical of anything around here. Everything is really nicely kept. You can see it better here. Boy, these royal palms, I think that's what they call those, royal palms. Wow, interesting. Wow. It's even got a black cat there. Isn't that amazing? Look at that cat. Oh my gosh. Perfect, perfect. A black cat guarding the front door. Absolutely perfect. Wow. Oh man, who lives here? I'd like to know. Okay, let's keep going. They got palm trees all through the neighborhoods out here. Absolutely. Landscaping is really something to see. And I guess these are Victorian houses. See the one over there? And down here, I'm going to switch over the road here. There's a vacant lot over there. Wonder if they have any I guess this is a historic district, so you'd have a hard time building there, I think. Is it Vellum Baroque house built prior to 1866? Bishop of St. Augustine purchased this cottage, lived here in the year 1877 when a devastating epidemic of yellow fever swept over the Amelia Island community. By the way, this is Fernandina Beach is part of Amelia Island, so we're on an island. You've probably heard of Amelia Island. That's a real famous Amelia Island plantation. They have a Ritz-Carlton here, an Omni Resort, all those things. Anyway, I love these southern front porches here. That's very nice. Just a brief down here, we'll turn around. Yeah, the houses are, that's probably historic houses, don't you think? And everything, they really have them decorated very nice, very well kept, mostly, except that big mansion back there. You can see all the way down the street. It's not just right here. It's all the way down there, for blocks and blocks and blocks. You could just walk, walk, walk. And you actually feel safe here. I do. Marianne said, "You're going to be safe walking out here this early by yourself?" I said, "I think so. I believe so. I like to walk. I can walk pretty fast. If I had to speed up, I could. They'd have trouble catching me. At least in my mind, I feel like I'm fast." There's some places down there we could walk down there, but I'm going to walk back this way and see what we can find. What is this? Before I Die. I haven't seen this. Let's see, what is this? Before I Die. Okay, here we go. I want free parking. Before I die, I want to collect a loan, start up a jewelry business. Okay. I want to buy a yacht. Okay. Love and be loved. Okay, that's a good one. Be chilled. Be a mermaid. Not to be broke. Well, these are basic things, aren't they? Be more close to God. I want to get her brain. I want to change lives. Oh, that's a big challenge there. Real big. I want to laugh, go to college. I want to fall in love. Well, they had some good ones and some funny ones. That was good. That made my day. Look at this little place here. So that's what I'm talking about. Oh, we had lunch here yesterday. I'm going to walk in. I feel like I own the place. I had lunch here yesterday. Follow me. They brought us back here. And this is kind of neat. The back door patio. And there was just a few groups of ladies back here. Marianne and I sat at that table right there and had a great lunch. And she had a veggie burger with guacamole, and it was absolutely wonderful. Okay. Wow. Some ladies left and went through this door, so I knew this. Okay. Wow. That's that. Is that a putt-putt? We were looking for a putt-putt place. There's a putt-putt golf over there. I'm missing my putt-putt golf this next week. I'll be on vacation, and I'm on the league now, putt-putt golf, with Ken and Sally and Martha. So, wow. Here we go. Play right here. I'll let Marianne know about this. We'll be playing this today. No doubt. What do they charge these days? It's got to be very, very expensive, hasn't it? Oh, that's drinks. You get a Blue Chair Bay coconut rum, $15. Well, they don't have the prices up here, I don't think. What a nice place. We got a little event place there. I like that. That don't look very challenging. Well, it is too. That's uphill. Those are tough. Those are tough. That's the thing about putt-putt golf. I'm finding out every single one of the holes are tough. Every single one. And you know what else I found out? That's the putters. You know what else I found out is you can have a great game going. It only takes one hole to mess up and run your score up. Okay, well, that's good to know right here. Putt-putt. We're just about back to where we started, one street over, I believe. This is known for shrimping. They have a shrimp boat. Shrimp boats are all around, and that's a big thing here, shrimping.
Pirate.
Hello, Mr. Pirate.
Hi. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. There we go. Thanks. Are you the captain?
Yes, sir.
Where does the boat go
captains.
to? Where's the boat go to?
We're going to Cumberland Island, Georgia.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
National seashore. The majority of the island's a national park.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
make
It's
not
only 2.5 hours. Be a lot of fun.
you come back the same day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just 2.5 hours.
Well, we just checked in 5 nights, so we may take you up on that one
Definitely
day.
check it out.
Thank you so
Come
much.
see it. You're welcome.
Cumberland Island. Wow. That is really something. I'd like to do that. And there's Center Street. We're at this morning. We're right there. Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a walk through Fernandina Beach with me today. One of the nicest things about retirement is sometimes just slowing down enough to simply enjoy where you are. Join me next time for a completely different topic. This is Robert. Thanks for watching.